We've got more Madden 24 updates to go over today. We got a brand new roster update that has a lot of players moving up and down. We also got some other things to cover really quickly before we get into the roster update. Now, I did post a video a couple of days ago going over the current state of Madden 24 and letting you know what updates are on the way, what you can expect, and also what things you can't expect, or answering some of the questions that you had around certain features in the game. Now, one of those big features that I keep getting asked about that I did address in the video is the Play Now Live feature, where you used to be able to jump into a franchise mode or play now live at the Play Now screen. With the current updated NFL season, where they would update this every week with the standings and the stats, and even after that video I went over this, people are still asking me about it. For whatever reason, EA does not update this every week anymore. They said last year that they were no longer going to update it every week, but instead we're going to update it a few times a year. Don't know why. I don't think they ever said why they made this change. To me, it kind of makes the feature useless if you're not going to update it every week, but people, even after I talked about it in the previous video, are still asking about it, so that's just where it's at. They're not updating it every week anymore. I think we probably see an update after the next game or two, because that'll be the halfway point of the season. I believe last year they did update it at the halfway point of the season and then for the wild card round, so we should get an update soon. But the weekly updates have not been a thing for 2 Maddens now, and again, I don't know why, but that's just a decision EA made for whatever reason. Also, for all of the other changes that you're expecting with the game, as far as X Factors and Superstar abilities, gameplay updates, franchise mode, Superstar mode, the next big title update for the game should hopefully be next week, as we're going to be going into a new month. If it's not next week, it'll 100% be the week after that. Usually within the first 10 days of a new month is when we get the title updates, so we could possibly be seeing it next Wednesday to Friday, and if not, we'll probably see it between Monday and Wednesday the following week. Now, hey, if you're still here at this point of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, you might as well go ahead and subscribe, join the family. You're clearly enjoying the content, but also you don't want to miss out on any of the important Madden or NCAA football updates as we get closer to that game's release. Now, with this week's roster update also comes some roster changes. We're at that point of the season where some players are getting traded, some players are switching teams, and we'll probably see a lot more of this in the coming week or two. But some of the big ones this week is Kevin Byard is now officially a member of the Philadelphia Eagles, so now he is with the updated rosters, whether you just do play now, you do online head-to-head, or you just want the updated roster for franchise. You have Kevin Byard now officially on the Eagles. He still doesn't have a face scan for whatever reason after all these years. He's one of those vets that just never got his face scanned into the game. Now, for Eagles fans that are asking about Julio Jones, you're not going to see him on the regular roster because he's technically on the Eagles practice squad. Now, he does get called up for games. He got called up last week, but then he goes back to the practice squad. So because he's not a member of the active roster all the time, he does not get updated with the roster updates. The rosters for the game does not include practice squad players. It only includes the active roster week in and week out. So he might get called up for a game, but that's not going to mean he's going to be on the official roster until he becomes an actual member of the active roster every week, which he likely will not. But if you're in franchise mode, you can simply go to the free agents and you can sign him to the practice squad in your franchise mode, or you can sign him to the active roster if you want to do that as well. But that's why he's not officially on the roster, because if you notice with the regular team rosters, they do not actually include people that are on that team's practice squad, because I do believe other teams can sign players off your practice squad, so that's kind of why they can't do that. Also, we have Mecole Hardman officially back on the Chiefs. He left this year, went to the Jets, didn't work out, wasn't really doing much over there, and we know the Chiefs definitely can use some receiver help because they have not really gotten any consistent play out of the receivers, except for maybe Rashee Rice. He's been pretty solid, but other than that, not really been too much going on with the actual wide receiver position. So they brought Mecole Hardman back, and now he is officially on the roster for the Chiefs. But hold up, stop right there really quickly. If you want to win some money and you think you know sports like even a little bit, then you need to be signed up at Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy's pick'em game is one of my favorite things to play while I'm watching sports. They have a wide variety of player stats, and all you simply have to do is either pick higher or lower, and if you know sports at all, this is pretty easy, and if they hit, you win money. And the best part about Underdog Fantasy is if you sign up using my promo code RAY, they're going to give you a free play right off the bat. They'll give you a random quarterback to get a single yard. For this Sunday's games, it's going to be Jalen Hurts to get a single yard. And no matter when you sign up, there's always going to be a free play like this, but they also double your first deposit up to $500, which is insane, meaning however much you deposit up to $500, they give you that same amount back in your account for free to play with, and you can turn that into real winnings. Now let's get into this week's roster update. So we're going to go over the players going up first and then the players going down. Starting with Chris Jones going up +1 to a 97 overall, and I believe this is the highest he's ever been rated. He's getting close to that 99 club as he continues to dominate. Another defensive player going up +1 to a 97 overall is Fred Warner, another guy that's creeping up on that 99, and he just seems to be getting better every year. AJ Brown is going up yet again, which is no surprise. He has been absolutely lights out for the past 5 or 6 weeks. He's going up +1 to a 95 overall, one of the highest rated receivers in the game at this point, and this is also the highest he's ever been rated. We've got Jesse Bates, who is also going up +1 to a 95 overall, his highest rating ever. We've got Jason Kelce going up +1 to a 94 overall. Lamar Jackson's going up +2 to a 94 overall, and he is now officially the second highest rated quarterback in Madden. He's had a lot of ups and downs over the past few years. He's had some, inconsistent play here and there. He's been injured a lot. He just hasn't been able to have a good, full, steady season, and now he's back looking about as good as he ever has, and this is the highest he's been rated, I believe, since the last time he was really dominating as like an MVP caliber player. So now he's officially the number 2 guy in the game, well behind Patrick Mahomes, but he is number 2. We've got Darius Slay going up +1 to a 93 overall. Keenan Allen continuing to kill it this year, +1 to a 91 overall. We've got Harrison Smith going up +1 to a 90 overall. Talanoa Hufanga is also going up +1 to a 90. He's officially in that 90 overall club, and I think he's only going to continue going up because he's just an absolute beast. Christian Darrisaw is going up +2 to a 89 overall. Jordan Mailata is going up +1 to a 89 overall. Travis Etienne's been killing it this year. He's also going up +1 to a 89. Dallas Goedert's going up +1 to a 88 overall. Josh Allen of the Jags having a really good year. I think he's up to about 7 sacks now. He's going up +1 to a 88 overall. Colton Miller's going up +1 to a 88 as well. Chase Young having a good bounce back now that he's healthy. He's going up +2 to a 87 overall. Trent Brown is also going up +2 to an 87. Christian Kirk is going up +1 to a 86 overall. His teammate Evan Ingram is also going up +1 to a 86. And Jabril Peppers is also going up +1 to a 86. Breece Hall's going up +1 to a 85 overall. Jalen Johnson's going up +2 to a 85 overall. Kevin Zeitler's going up +1 to a 84 overall. Kirk Cousins is also going up +1 to a 84. And then we've got Trey Smith going up +2 to a 84 overall. Darius Williams is going up +1 to an 83 overall. And then we've got a few other guys who are also going up +1 to an 83. We've got Jake Matthews, Jamel Dean, and a few rookies here. George Pickens, Jalen Carter, and Devon Witherspoon. Cole Holcomb's going up +1 to an 82 overall. We've got a few other guys also going up +1 to an 82. David Onyemata, Patrick Queen, Robert Hunt, Tyler Lindenbaum, and rookie Zay Flowers. We've got David Andrews going up +1 to an 81 overall. Javonte Williams is also going up +1 to an 81. Chris Boswell is going up +1 to an 80 overall. And we've got a few other guys going up +1 to an 80. Jamin Davis, Jaquan Brisker, and Puka Nacua, which I'm actually surprised he's still this low. He's been going crazy this year. I know he's jumped up a lot. Don't get me wrong. I think he started the game in like the 60s. So he's jumped up a ton, but I feel like he should still be higher based off the production he continues to have. We've got Josh Palmer going up +1 to a 79 overall. Dalton Kincaid is going up +1 to a 78 overall. And we've got a couple other rookies going up +1 to a 78. Joey Porter Jr. and Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison is another guy. I feel like he should be higher, at least in the 80s. I mean, he's on pace for about 900 yards and 10 touchdowns as a rookie. I think he should definitely, at the very least, be an 80. We've got another rookie, Deonte Banks, going up +1 to a 77 overall. Russell Wilson also going up +1 to a 77, finally having a decent week. We've got Josh Downs, who's been killing it, going up +2 to a 77 overall. And we've got Mac Jones finally having a decent week himself, so he's getting a little love, going up +1 to a 73 overall. Now let's talk about the guys who are going down, starting with Davante Adams, and he's getting knocked quite a bit, -3 to a 94 overall. Now look, he's not having the absolute best year in the world, but I don't know, I feel like they knocked him quite a bit here. And I mean, he's had some really inconsistent QB play. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo's not that good, and now he's dealing with the backup. So I don't know if it's really Davante Adams' fault, but they're knocking him. We've got Derwin James going down 1 to a 93 overall. Josh Allen of the Bills also going down 1 to a 93, which is why Lamar Jackson is now officially the second highest quarterback, because he went up a little bit and Josh Allen went down. Von Miller's also going down 1 to a 93 overall. Jonathan Allen's going down 1 to a 91 overall. Amari Cooper's going down 1 to a 90 overall. Frank Ragnow is also going down 1 to a 90. Austin Eckler is going down 1 to 88 overall. Matt Milano is going down 1 to 87 overall. Grady Jarrett's going down 1 to 86 overall. Calvin Ridley is not really doing too much this year. He's going down 1 to 85 overall. Kyle Pitts is also going down 1 to 85. We've got Jamal Williams, who's not looking like the best free agent pickup for my Saints, I'll be honest. We'll see if he can start putting it together, but he hasn't really done too much. He's going down 1 to 84 overall. Kenny Clark and Kyle Duggar are also going down 1 to 84. Greg Newsome's going down 1 to 83 overall. And we got a few other guys going down 1 to an 83. Jared Goff, who just didn't have a great week. Kyle Hamilton, Tariq Woolen, and Teron Johnson. Ed Oliver's going down 1 to 82 overall. And then we've got Marcus May and Marquise Hollywood Brown also going down 1 to 82. We've got Eric Armstead going down 1 to 81 overall. And we got a ton of other guys who are also going down 1 to 81. Curtis Samuel, Daniel Carlson, Graham Gano, Grant Delpit, and Marcus Peters. And then we've got Ramondre Stevenson going down 1 to 80 overall. We've got Byron Murphy Jr. going down 1 to 79 overall. TJ Edwards is also going down 1 to 79. Trayvon Walker just hasn't really produced much after being the first round pick. Still hasn't really done too much, to be honest. He's going down 1 to a 78 overall. Derek Carr, another not so great week. He's going down 1 to a 76 overall. Sam Howell's going down 1 to a 72 overall. And then we've got Desmond Ridder going down 1 to a 70 overall. Now, if you want to know more about the updates that are coming to the game and what else we can expect very soon, make sure to check out this important video right here on the screen.